Once you know what is expected of you as a parent of a public school student, it'll be a lot easier to budget for it. Find out what last year's list was. Contact any specialty classes to find out the fees if you can't get the information from the admin office of the school. You'll need to know everything that your child may need, plus the extras as mentioned before, such as whether your child will be in a band, sports, choir or other activities. Whatever figure you come up with, multiply it by 1.5 so you'll have a buffer, then multiply it by how many kids you'll have in school. Including the above, let's make a list of the potential expenses for your child's public school journey. Activity fees: after school activities, athletic equipment, backpacks, band fees, before, after school child care, books, class fees, clothing, computers, folders, binders, general supplies, homecoming, honor society, instruments, lunch paper, notebooks, pens, pencils, pictures, prom shoes, sport fees, uniforms, college testing. These are a lot of fees and expenses that are going to be added to your life once your child is in school. If you have multiple children, it can get out of control. Some schools have caps on costs for multiple children, so please check that out to be sure whether you really need each of your children to buy general supplies or what the cap might be on paying for bus fees. Don't be afraid to ask for discounts. Once you understand the costs, it's time to try to find inexpensive alternatives, free choices, and ways to save out of your already tight budget. Save creatively. There are many creative ways to save money that you may have tried in the past or you have read about. Let's look at a few ways to save money that you probably won't notice during the time, but will notice a lot within a year's time. Change your diet. The Kaiser Institute says that a whole food, plant-based diet is the healthiest diet for humans. It's also inexpensive because you're cutting out animals, dairy, and processed food. You don't need to eat fancy food to be well fed. Beans, rice, and cornbread are a healthy meal. Save your change. Ask everyone to save their change. Set up a big jar so everyone can see it, where everyone just adds their change at the end of the day. You won't really notice that you're saving money. But there can be hundreds of dollars in the jar when it's full depending on how big it is. Use coupons. You don't have to be a coupon queen to take advantage of saving money with coupons. The key is to only buy items that you'd normally buy instead of using a coupon as an excuse for an extra purchase. Save your raises. If you get a raise, save it. You're already used to living without it, so when you get it, just automatically add it to your savings account each month. When you set up an automatic savings account so that the money comes out before you see it, you'll have better luck saving. Use your bank. Some banks now have a round-up program where when you use their debit card for purchases, they automatically round up the purchase amount and put the difference into a savings account. Ask grandparents. Instead of normal gifts, ask your parents if they'd contribute to a school fund. Offer to send statements when money is taken from the school fund so that they know what the money is being used on. Have a garage sale. Everyone has too much stuff. If you can get rid of some of your stuff, you can make money. If you've not used it in a year, even your most beloved kitchen appliances that you never use should go. You can make thousands at a garage sale. Do odd jobs. If you really do not have any money to save, consider taking on odd jobs. You can do nighttime child care if you get licensed. You can also work online as a writer, a virtual assistant, graphic designer or other gigs that will bring in extra money. In some cases, teenagers, with parental approval to open the right accounts, can even join in with this idea. Check out Fiverr.com. Let your teenager work. Many parents are reluctant to let their teens work. However, studies show that if teenagers work at least 19 hours a week, they do better in school and in life in general. Plus, they'll receive a better financial education than anyone can give them if you also make them responsible for a good portion of their expenses. Brown bag it. School lunches aren't that great and can be expensive for what you get, and you know that going out to eat at work is both expensive and unhealthy. You can save $10 to $20, or even more, a day by brown bagging it, depending on how many people in your home are involved. Give up Starbucks. Don't pay for coffee out because that $6 a day can truly add up. Encourage your older children not to do it either. If both parents have one coffee a day only on work days, they will spend more than $3,000 a year. 5 work days a week times 50 weeks, 2 for vacation, x $12 equals $3,000. As you can see, you can do so much to save money, from having a family fun night at home, to cutting out cable TV, to planning fun staycations. It will depend on your school and how many kids you have, as well as your current financial situation, to how far you'll need to go to fund your child's school year. Let's now talk about some expenses that you're going to experience that cost more than you may think. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe my channel.